Hello, my name is Layla, and today I'll be talking about why you, as a sex worker, need to have your shit together in a binder. That is right. We're gonna talk about binders. I like to make mine cute and adorable because I like to have fun with my life. So first thing first, if you're a sex worker and you have a business, it could be webcam, it could be stripping, it could be running your strip club, it could be any kind of sex work. It's important for you to know how much you charge per service, how you receive the funds and where it goes, and how to organize it in a way that will be easier for you to file your taxes after. Alrighty, so what I have done, what works for me, is I looked at different aspects of my life and I put it all in one binder. I also have a similar binder like this bought online to just show, like, if I don't have access to a computer, I can just take my binder. So there we are. The first thing, I like to make it completely mine, so I have my plan here. Layla's evil plan. Mwahaha, because of course I have evil plans. Right here, I have a form like this that I'll be making for every year. It's gonna say 2022, where I'm gonna put all of my rent for the year per month and the utilities per month and the phone bill per month. Completely write it here. Why am I doing that? Because if you are like me, you also work from home, a section of your phone bill, your internet, your utilities, probably not groceries, can be counted as tax deductible. And I am not an accountant. However, when you do want to go to an accountant, you are saving yourself money by having things nicely organized, and also you are less likely to commit an error when filing your taxes. You don't want to have a criminal record when you're starting your life. As a sex worker, we have things hard already. So it's important that we make things easy for us by being more organized. Right, next, personal information. I have sheets that I'm also a sex worker, a stripper. So I have sheets for every month to calculate how much I've earned and how much I have spent. For example, for the month of January, I put the month right here, and then I put the goal right here. What is my goal for that month? I write it very clearly. Then I write down, if I worked on the 14th of January, I will put how much money I made, how much I gave to the house fee, how much I gave in tips, how much was the Uber, and which location, because I work at multiple different strip clubs. So after every month, they're gonna have their own piece of paper. If you work with anyone as a contractor, if you hired anyone as a contractor, make sure you have written a typed, clear contract with them. When it is your business, it's very easy to make errors. So when you have the contract and rules and expectations written on the same page with the person, there's less room for error. Also, have a folder, a section in my binder for banking. It is really important to know how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. No one out there that is financially free or financially stable doesn't care about their finance. For example, people out there that are more financially stable and more financially successful know how much money is going out. They keep track of their expenses. Now, why is it important for you as a webcam model or stripper or whatever you are doing with your life to know how much and where your money is going? Because it's the money you worked hard for. For example, some websites that you use could send out the money differently to your account. So it is important that you know where the money is coming from. If $200 came into your account, how would you know which website you earned that money from which website? Because each website takes a percentage. And each website have their own rules on where the money should go after. For example, one website can't do a direct deposit, whereas the other website does. Some websites can only do checks, whereas some other websites would only send it to Paxum. Now, if you don't know where your money is traveling until it reaches you, it could be, well, you could lose it. And then it'll be so hard to find it later. So in your binder, have a section to see where the money is traveling, where it's coming and where it's going. You need to be on top of where each dollar is coming and leaving, so that you know if something is missing and you're able to be more prepared again for taxes, because they will be asking you where is the funds coming from. And if you can't explain where the funds are coming from, it would be difficult to identify the source of income, as most banks require. Right, so I also have a yearly plan in my binder. A yearly plan, which is, this is how it looks like. Here it is. Every month I have a goal of what I want to accomplish. For example, if let's say in April I have here that I want to focus on my OnlyFans, my OF, and I want to run an event. See, this is the task. I don't know what I'm gonna do, what event I'm gonna run, but it says here, run an event. So I'll be brainstorming what kind of event do I want to run and host it. Or maybe on October, it says here, I want to focus on ManyVids, MV. And the challenge would be a YouTube month challenge, where I try something for a whole month on YouTube. So why is it important to know what each month of the year goal is? And the answer is very simple. Our mind is already extremely busy. Why add more things in our brain? Instead of letting our brain carry it, take it and put it in a paper and let the paper carry it for you. A paper is light. You can add all of your stress and worries on that piece of paper and the paper will remain light. Whereas your brain, well, it won't probably get heavy. I don't think that's how it works, but it would help to have your brain clutter free from all the tasks that you want to do. And it works. You don't need to think about reminding yourself about it if it's written down, and it will remind itself. That doesn't make sense? Let me know and I can clear it up. And also in that binder, you want to have how much services, what kind of services you're offering, any extra services you're offering, and how much they are. For example, if the customer wants to request a casual video, but they want you to do something extra that you don't often do, it's important that you have a sheet already written for extras and the pricing for it. For example, if a customer wants me to work out for a video, which happens often, then the customer would pay, let's see, $6 extra. There you go. You can decide what the pricings are. It's your business. It's your rules. Great. And now also co-performer release agreement. Each website have their own release agreement. And what that is a piece of paper to clarify and to identify that you or the person you are working with is over 18 years old. Now, each website have their own form for you to fill out. So again, in your binder, print a bunch of the forms out. Some websites want you to have the form in paper because they want you to hold the form, your ID, and to take a picture of yourself holding the form and the ID. So you could find the form online, yes, but I don't know whether or not you have printer accessible. It's best to just print them all in advance and then have them with you. So when you work with someone, you don't need to send them an email about the form for them to fill out and then wait until they get back to you. When you have the person in front of you, you can fill it out together. Now, each website have their own release forms. Make sure that you have the form from every website that you want to work at or in. And also, a learning section. In the binder, you want to have a section where you are learning about business, where you're constantly reflecting about what kind of businesswoman or man you are and you want to become. What is your leadership style? What are some things you want to improve on? For me, I want to improve on not procrastinating on writing down numbers and doing it regularly. I'm an Arab woman. English is not my first language, but doing it often so that you're not doing all of that organization in the end of the month. I like to do it at the end of the month, but I'm trying to work on it more often. Of course, coloring sheets and void checks. When you are a worker with all the websites that you are hosting yourself in, each website would be asking for your bank information. And I had so many different bank accounts, and it was horrible for me to keep track of which account is what. So make sure that you know what each bank account, what its purpose is, what it is linked to, and what is the information for that bank account, so that you could link it to Paxum, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and all of these juicy things that we absolutely love. And I was gonna say something important, but I forgot. Right. So the whole purpose of having a binder like this is to make your life easier. I would recommend every sex worker to have a binder that has their finance in it, their goals in it, and their personality all over it. Don't carry all the things you have in your brain. Put them on a piece of paper and then put it in a binder, and you have already started. I absolutely love my life, and I love running my business. And I want to share what I learned with you. I want the women I work with to succeed and to strive and to be horny ass motherfuckers that will rule over the world. But we can't do that if we are too busy in our own heads. I can't take over the world if I can't take over my life. And I have an evil plan. And I want you guys to be ready for my evil plans. And everyone, check out the link in my bio. If you don't, I will be very upset. And also, give me a nice big thumbs up in my ass. I meant on my page.